Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a special video on Fortnight Current Affair, also known as FCA. This video of the Fortnight is released on every fortnight of the month. This is Fortnight 1 for the month of January, where I'll be discussing 10 important news for the entire fortnight. The coverage of this initiative include three important aspects. The first is from the Hindu, the Indian Express, and the Press Information Bureau. So without any further delay, let's get started. So these are the list of the topic that I'll be discussing one by one. You can either take the screenshot of the topic and you can pause this video and read out the content of the list. And before proceeding, if you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful for examination purposes, do press a like button. So the first news, that is Prime Minister addressed 108 Indian Science Congress. This was held in Pune, Symbiosis International Deemed University, 108 Science Congress. The focus was on science and technology for sustainable development with women empowerment. Recently, the Prime Minister of India, while addressing the 108 Science Congress, underlined the importance of women involvement in the scientific research that is increasing, and even the participation of women is a reflection of progress society and the science. The Prime Minister said that it's aimed to give new impetus to science and research activities in the country. थीम की अगर बात करें इस बार के एडिशन में, द फोकल थीम एज आई टोल्ड एट द बिगिनिंग वाज साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट विद women empowerment. The theme sometimes become very important for many competitive examinations, specifically for the UPSC prelims as well. So you need to know what is the theme for any important event like Indian Science Congress and Pravasya Divas, which I will also be discussing in the later part of the video. The first session of the Indian Science Congress was held in 1940. Performance of global innovations, underlining India's position's growth in the Global Innovation Index. The Prime Minister said that presently India is among the three top nations in the startup. Until 2015, India was 81 place in the Global Innovation Index. GII की बात करें, India की rank 81. But in 2022, India has reached a rank of 48th place, which is again a milestone achievement. Asserting the importance of science in making India Atmanirbhar Bharat, the Prime Minister said that science can bear a fruit only when they go from labs to land. So this is more kind of a practical implementation की बात की गई है, जहाँ पे labs की जो developments हैं उससे ground तक ले जाने की ज़रूरत की बात कही गई है. Now India's performance in the field of science की अगर बात करें, the Prime Minister has noted that India is fast becoming one of the top countries in the world in field of science of technology. The role of scientific power will be important in the height at which India will be in the next 25 years. So this will be a deciding factor and creating an impression upon the global world that what India has achieved. The PM has also highlighted that the data analysis has been rapidly moving as a milestone. 21st century में बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो काम कर रही है, but again the two important thing that is working out is the data and technology, right? So these can take science to a new height, and data analysis rapidly move ahead, and it has also the convergent information into site analysis into actionable knowledge. The panel called for raising judges retirement age. Recently, the Department of Justice told the parliamentary panel that increasing the retirement age for the Supreme Court judges and High Court judges could extend of the year as the non-performing judges. Along with the increasing the retirement of the judges would be considered, along with the measures to ensure transparency, accountability in the appointment of higher judiciary. Now in July, the government, via its law minister, has categorically made it clear that there is no proposal from the government to increase the retirement age of the judges for the Supreme Court or either from the High Court. Proposal by Department of Justice की बात की गई. Department of Justice has made presentation to the parliamentary panel on personal law and justice. The department and the Ministry of Law and Justice has made presentations that compromise the details of judicial processes and reform, including the possibility of increasing the retirement age of the High Court judges and the Supreme Court judges. It also suggested that raising the retirement age of the judges should be considered along with bringing down the pending cases and bringing transparency in the judiciary. कुछ कंसर्न रेज की गई है. बात करें डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ जस्टिस की, उन्होंने नोट किया दैट इंक्रीजिंग रिटायरमेंट एज में deprive tribune of having retired judge as a presiding officer or judicial members. उन्होंने ये भी क्वेश्चन किया that retirement age may have a cascading effect, right? Because see, in India where already a lot more roster system and even collegium system is functional, इस तरह से numbers बढ़ाने के बाद बहुत सारे ऐसे judges हैं जिनको टाइम नहीं मिल पाता. Enhancing the retirement age will have a cascading effect in the government employees and central level, the state level, PSUs, and the commissions may have demand for the similar. Therefore, issues need to be examined in totality. सिर्फ जुडिशरी के कंटेक्स्ट में नहीं, इसे हर एक परस्पेक्टिव इंडिया की जो फंक्शनिंग है, जो खास करके सेटअप है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सेटअप, वी नीड टू लुक इनटू दैट एज वेल. Vibrant village program for border security. Recently, the Union Home Minister and the Minister for Cooperation, Mr. Amit Shah, has urged the Border Security Force to make efforts to increase tourism in the village via the program known as Vibrant Village Program, जहाँ पे village को self-sufficient बनाने की बात की गई है, providing with all the facilities, the necessary facilities. The Home Minister has also launched the mobile app Prahari and the manual for the border security forces. This will aid the security at the borders and can be ensured when borders are populated, right? And the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently visited the Vibrant Village program as well. Vibrant Village program की अगर बात करें, Union Budget 2022-23, the latest, basically the last year budget, that has announced the village for the northern borders to be covered under the Vibrant Village program. And this program emphasizes where the borders coverage in the northern borders, specifically having a sparse populations, limited connectivity, infrastructures, ये सारे regions को develop करने की बात की गई है with the specific policies of the government of India known as Vibrant Village Program. So if you're writing specifically in General Studies paper 2, तो आप इसको example भी use कर पाएंगे. The activities include the constructions of village infrastructure, tourist center, road connectivity, providing decentralized renewable energy, direct to home services, Doordarshan, educational channels, and livelihood generations option. The program aims to enhance infrastructure in village along with the border and even in the state of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Arunachal Pradesh. Implementation of program की अगर बात करें, the minister has told that the border security force that it was necessary to fully implement the welfare program run by the government of India and state government in border district with the help of the district collector. So district collector will be aiding for the final implementation of the program. Center has cleared the green hydrogen mission. This is again very important considering the fact that the commitment we have already made at the international level. So the Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister, has recently approved National Green Hydrogen Missions. और ये मिशन facilitate करेगी for the demand, creations, production and utilizations of and even the export of green hydrogen. Initially, अगर outlay की बात करें, for this mission, 19,744 crore rupees was allocated. Outcome of the mission by 2030, first it will call for the development of green hydrogen's capacity at 5 million metric tons per annum in association with the renewable energy, which will be additionally aiding 125 gigawatt in the country. 8 lakh crore of total investment will be there. उसके अलावा 6 lakh job creation होगी. Cumulative reductions की अगर बात करें fossil fuel में, it will be over 1 lakh crore rupees and abatement of nearly 50 million metric ton for annual greenhouse emissions. Benefits क्या है emissions की? पहली जो एक्सपोर्ट अपॉर्चुनिटीज की बात करें ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन में, वो बढ़ेगी, उसके डेरिवेटिव्स की भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज बढ़ेगी. डीकार्बनाइजेशन ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज, मोबिलिटी एंड एनर्जी सेक्टर विल बी देयर. जो डिपेंडेंस है हमारी इंपोर्ट फॉसिल फ्यूल को लेकर के, वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा कम होगी. विल बी हैविंग एंड सेविंग अ लॉट मोर ऑफ फॉरेक्स एयर ऑल्सो. डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंडिजिनस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कैपेबिलिटीज, क्रिएशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ कटिंग एज टेक्नोलॉजीज. Now, इसके लिए एक साइड प्रोग्राम अंडर द स्ट्रैटेजिक इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन ट्रांजिशंस. Two distinct financial incentive mechanism will be there. Manufacturing of electrolysis and production of green hydrogen will be provided under the mission, and the mission will provide support to the pilot project and emerging end use and even the producers or the productions pathway. Region capable of producing the large scale productions and utilization of hydrogen will be identified, and development of green hydrogen hubs will also take place. India France to discuss the defense and security cooperations. Recently, National Security Advisor of India has held 36th round of Indo-French strategic dialogue with his French counterpart. And according to the statement from the Embassy of France in India, both participants have agreed and their efforts to, basically towards moving an autonomy in terms of strategic partnership. एजेंडा क्या रही इस डायलॉग की? Both India and France have discussed various issues. First include the current situation, which is the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. This is again the international issues which is concerning the whole global world. Second is the security, regional security in context of Afghanistan, जहाँ पे तालिबान की गवर्नमेंट है, which is again India is not appreciating on that part. Counter-terrorism, cyber security, defense cooperation in Indo-Pacific, and the agenda will also cover the aspects of Indo-French strategic partnership, defense and security cooperations. Defense cooperation की specifically अगर बात करें, so both these two countries have important exercise that take place annually. The first is the exercise 60. This is for Army. Exercise Varuna for Navy and exercise Garuda for Air Force. Right? So India और France के बीच में ये कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट एक्सरसाइज हैं जो कि की जाती है. दिस इज ऑल्सो रेलिवेंट फॉर योर प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन एंड ऑल्सो फॉर ऑल द एस्पिरेंट हु इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर CAPF एग्जामिनेशन, राइट? एंड फ्रांस हैज बिकम 23rd member of Indian Oceanic Rim as well. Draft norms for allowing foreign universities to set up their campus in India. The UGC has recently unveiled the draft regulation for setting up an operations for the foreign university in India, right? And this will also be taken into consideration जहाँ पे stakeholders की opinion ली जाएगी. This is for the first time that the foreign university will be able to set up their campuses in India. As per the draft varieties, यहाँ पे ये कही है that decision will be taken from the universities to decide upon admission. तो admission की क्या rules होनी है वो foreign universities decide करेंगे. Fees structure उन्हें decide करना है. And also the repatriations of the fund will be taken care by them as well. So Government of India will not be intervening on these parts. The foreign institutions will have the autonomy to recruit the faculty as well. Staffs भी वो अपने रख सकते हैं अगर उन्हें basically if they want that the employee should be there from India, it is also allowed. If they want a foreign national to be employed in India for their university, that is also allowed. So this is their prerogative to decide upon the infrastructure development and the human manpower. About the draft, the UGC draft noted that the foreign universities with a campus in the country can offer a full-fledged program in the offline mode and not in the distance learning. तो ये offline campus set की जाएगी, online की किसी तरह की facility नहीं होगी. The UGC said that the foreign university and higher educations will need to note from the UGC set up in the campuses in India, and in the initial approval 10 years के लिए उन्हें अप्रूवल दी जाएगी. उसके बाद उन्हें अपने लाइसेंस को रिन्यू करवाना होगा सब्जेक्ट टू द मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल. As per the draft rules, they shall also offer that the study program which does not jeopardize the national interest for Indian higher education system. और ये भी देखनी होगी इस यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को कि किसी भी तरह के जो एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया है खास करके 500 टॉप यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को ही अलाउ किया जाए यहाँ पे अपनी कैंपस सेटअप करने के लिए. रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क की अगर बात करें, एंड जस्ट टू बिफोर आई कम अप टू द रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क, दीज passage of the national basically जो फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी को अलाउ की गई इंडिया में, दिस इज द पार्ट ऑफ द नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020. जो NEP है उसके बेसिकली गाइडलाइंस को फॉलो करते हुए यूजीसी ने फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज को अलाउ किया. Now what are the regulatory framework? First, the entry of higher ranked foreign universities to make international dimension of educations, enabling Indian students to obtain foreign qualification at affordable cost, and making India attractive global study destinations. So these are the regulatory framework upon which the foreign university establishment will be looking forward to work upon. 17th editions of Pravasya Bharatiya Divas. The 17th edition of Pravasya Bharatiya Divas convent will be here in Indore. The 16th edition of the Pravasya Bharatiya Divas was held in virtual mode due to COVID-19 pandemic. Theme की अगर बात करें, as I told you, theme become very important. For the theme was reliable partner for India's progress in Amrit Kaal, right? The center is organizing 17th Bharatiya Pravasya Divas convention in partnership with the Madhya Pradesh government. And inauguration of the Pravasya Divas will be held in partnership with the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. What is the background about the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas? This was celebrated in 9th of January to mark the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi in Mumbai from the South Africa. And since 2015, the convention is being organized every 2 years. So this is every 2 years this is being organized for the contributions of the overseas community in India for the development of the nations. More than 3,500 diaspora members from 17 countries will take part in the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, which is being organized in the physical mode for the first time since 2019. Scheme for the promotions of digital payments. Recently, the Union Cabinet has approved the incentive schemes for the promotions of RuPay debit card and low-value Bhim UPI transactions from India, that is from 2022. जो अप्रूवल दी गई है बेसिकली रुपे डेबिट कार्ड या जो लो भीम यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन है उन पे दी गई है ताकि खास करके जो मर्चेंट डिस्काउंट रेट है जिनमें लॉसेस हो रही थी मर्चेंट्स को उनकी कंपनसेशन की जा सके वाया यूपीआई एंड रुपे. So this the government has approved the incentive to give further boost to the digital transactions. Provisions of financial incentives की अगर बात करें under the scheme, acquiring bank will be provided the financial incentives जहाँ पे point of sales, e-commerce transactions with the RuPay debit card and low value of UPI transaction will be promoted. In the Union Budget 2023 speech, the Finance Minister has categorically announced that the government intend to have a financial support for the digital payment with the focus of promoting and use of digital platform for economically users friendly. And the scheme has been formulated in compliance with the budget announcement. So the announcement, which was there in the last year budget, has been complied by the government policies. Now, total digital payment या transactions की अगर बात करें, the total digital payment transaction has registered on a year-on growth of 59%, rising from 55,554 crore to 8840 crore. This is the value that we have seen and the hike in terms of the digital transactions. And Veem UPI transaction have registered an year-on-year growth of 106% from 2233 to 4597 crore rupees. Incentivization of UPI and RuPay debit card. The National Payment Corporation of India has requested, among other things, for incentivization of the Veem UPI and RuPay debit card transactions to create a cost-effective value propositions for ecosystem stakeholders, increase merchant acceptance and the footprint, faster migrations from the cash payment to the digital payments. Now, PMO revisits situation in shrinking Joshimath town. This is again a concerning that the town of Joshimath is witnessing such natural calamity. Recently, the Prime Minister's office has held a high-level meeting in the Joshimath crisis, alarming in the Uttarakhand region due to shrinking of the land and cracks in the house in several parts of the region. Joshimath की अगर बात करें, this strategic location become important, so you need to figure out the map. I have already discussed this map in our daily news and editorial analysis. You can check it out. और नहीं तो आप इसे गूगल करके इस मैप लोकेशंस को देख सकते हैं. दिस इज अ गेटवे टू फेमस पिलग्रिमेजेस इन श्री बद्रीनाथ इन हेमकुंड साहब एंड इंटरनेशनल स्काइंग डेस्टिनेशन जो ओली एक बहुत ही फेमस डेस्टिनेशन है. से मेजर चैलेंज हुई है इस डेस्टिनेशन पे एंड दिस इज द एरिया इज अ पॉइंट ऑफ कनेक्टिविटी फॉर दीज रीजन. Joshimath is an important point culturally, regionally, and even a tourist point with all efforts to make and save it. Demand by locals, the resident of Joshimath and the Himalayan pilgrimages town has appeared to be shrinking and blaming the major power for road infrastructure projects like Plinth and demanding for the government resettlement of new homes for those who have lost their properties in town, right? And even the government has evacuated a lot more people and they have been transferred to other place and the demolition were for the sum of like the property which is vulnerable is being demolished by the government. Constructions work in Himalayan region is considered to be the main factor behind this. So Garhwal division ने बताया कि ये इंडिया की most vulnerable region है from 1976 to 2002. Multiple government committees have warned for the heavy construction taking place by the government of India over private entities. And 2013 उत्तराखंड की जो flood हुई थी last year in Chamoli disaster by the rock and ice avalanches has killed 200 people in the Joshimath vicinities damaged two hydel projects as well. Now, moving to the last topic of the day, that is India, Australia to sign migrations and mobility agreement. India and Austria are expected to sign five agreements that help to boost the bilateral relationship between both countries. And unlike similar mobility agreement that India had with France and United Kingdom, Germany and Finland, India will be signing the comprehensive migrations and mobility partnership agreement with Austria. FTA और immigration issues की अगर बात करें, India has been keen on finalizing the agreements with European Union to stepping stone on resolving the problem of long pending Indian European Union free trade agreement and facilitating Indian professional working in this country. European countries has also seen them as a way to curb illegal immigrations from India. In addition, the agreement will regulate multiple entries for the professions and student exchange program that will reviewed regulatory by the joint working group. Indian diaspora in Austria की अगर बात करें, there are more than 31,000 Indian that is residing in Austria, right? And majority of them is from Kerala and Punjab, and they're self-employed or working in the healthcare businesses, right? So these are the basic diaspora that is residing in Austria region. And this was all about for the FCA one for the month of January. We have a lot more other initiatives for you like daily news and editorial analysis, which are covered from the Hindu and Indian Express, a comprehensive analysis which will be discussed, supplemented by editorial part, the relevant editorial and news that is very important for the civil services preparation. We have IS Gazette magazine, which you can download from our website. FCA, PIB, MPR has been released. Just of Yojana and Kurukshetra for the last month has already been uploaded in our YouTube channel. So do check it out. All this initiative will help you to sail through the journey of civil services. If you have any other concern, you can reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, we're signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.